This is a little bit of a different topic for the channel, but you might have been hearing recently about people being upset with the new YouTube algorithm. I think it came out in something like August. Some changes to the algorithm overall, a couple of things about YouTube's restricted mode, and the changes that have potentially been made. So the question is, have you noticed a difference? I'm going to talk both from a creator and a enjoyer of content in this perspective, because I think it's sort of important. But there's been a lot of videos going around that I've tuned into because I have felt the same way, in fact, and have noticed some problems with the YouTube algorithm. So first, from an enjoyer of content, have you noticed that you're not getting good recommended videos in your feed? You're only getting maybe recommendations from your subscriptions, if you're getting recommendations from your subscriptions, and only from the subscriptions that maybe you clicked on recently. You might be totally missing videos from people that you're subscribed to overall, because I've had that experience. And then also the experience that I'm not being recommended any new channels related to the topics that I want to talk about or that I enjoy watching about. I watch a significant amount of YouTube, and I'm not getting recommended any videos based on what I would normally watch. They're not trying to send me to anybody new to absorb any content or like that. The experience of people overall is that YouTube has changed something which doesn't seem to be recommending their videos out past their subscribers as far anymore, or even so far as to say out past their regular watchers. People, big time YouTubers, obviously I'm a small time YouTuber, so the way that this has hit me is totally different. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but big time YouTubers have noticed just a drop off in their views. It's not huge, but if somebody's getting normally maybe 200,000 views, they're noticing now they're coming in at 100,000 views or 90,000 views, or just literally half. YouTube seems to stop recommending their videos out to other people. Now, is it possible that all at once, all of our content's quality is going down? I don't know. So now I'm going to talk about for me, because that feels like not true at all. The only thing I'm doing is increasing the quality of my videos, especially as a very small YouTuber. I have been just recently, trying to upgrade sound quality, lighting, spending a lot more time doing editing. And it's possible that those things could just be performing badly. It's possible people just aren't as interested in the topics that I'm choosing to make. It's certainly possible. And that's part of why I'm making the video and asking the question, because it's certainly possible that I've just not been making as interesting of content recently. But I personally have noticed the dip as well. I used to be able to expect, even on my small YouTube channel, that if I made essentially a quality video about an interesting topic, that a few hundred people would watch it pretty reasonably. And if I made some clips or something smaller, then maybe less people would watch it because they probably already saw the original or something along that. And so that was reasonable to me. And if I made a high performance video about a topic that was on people's minds, then it would go into the thousands. And I have just a couple of videos with thousands of views on them, basically, and then a couple of really successful ones, but those are kind of separate. Whereas recently, it's kind of wait, nobody's clicked on my video. Literally nobody has clicked on my video. And so my question is, are you seeing my video? Is it just, I might just be misaligned and misunderstanding my subscriber base. I'm not really worried about it. I'm always going to make videos on what I'm interested on, and I might try posting them between a couple different channels. As you may or may not know, this is my primary channel, but I also have kind of a Credence Plus gaming channel. It's called Credence Plays, I think. That's just gaming stuff and also just extra content. And so I might just share some of my extra content on there as well to see if it performs better, because I've had drastic differences with content performance by putting them on different channels. But even that was before the most recent update. And what I've really just noticed is that just not a lot of views, and I'm okay with that. I think some of the content, I'm okay, maybe this just wasn't that interesting. I definitely think there's things that I could have done better on certain numbers of the content. And so I'm reflecting back over that, but I'm really just wondering if other people are having the same experience, whether you're a creator or an absorber of content. Are you having the experience that YouTube's algorithm seems to be weird lately? Because I am certainly having that experience. And honestly, from a creator, all I'm just noticing is less clicks. Less people are clicking on the videos. People who click seem to watch, and they seem to like. I have some videos which everybody who clicked on it liked it, but yet it didn't get recommended out any further. I had one video that had my highest click-through rate and retention of all time, and it wasn't recommended out very far at all. And that was a little bit weird to me, because I'm everybody who's clicking this is watching the entire thing, and then they're leaving a like. And so it's a little bit weird to me that the YouTube algorithm doesn't think that's interesting. I also talk about some controversial content on my channel, so it's possible that YouTube is censoring me without noticing it. I'm being very careful with monetization. You can check by hovering over to see whether a YouTube video is monetized, and I'm staying away from demonetized words. But there's other words that people reportedly say that are just blacklisted, and certain topics that if you cover, like some of the stuff I cover, like the occult, for example, that might just be a little bit blacklisted in YouTube's algorithm. So All this to say, YouTube seems a little bit weird lately. It might be destroying itself. It might be destroying its creators. YouTube's just a weird platform. I've tried releasing content on other platforms as well, but it's hard because YouTube is really the information center. I don't know about you guys, but I absorb pretty much all of my content from YouTube. Rumble is an interesting platform. I have released some content on there. I don't particularly like it. I don't think it's smooth, and I'd like to like it. I think it could be better. And then other than that, it's really just like podcasting platforms, which I think are great as well. But I think a lot of people want to interact with all their information in one space. Most of that is on YouTube. Most of the traffic is on YouTube, but it seems to just be going to the same people it's always been going to, which maybe all the spaces on YouTube are just oversaturated at this point. It could be so many things. And it really raises the question of just like, are all of us creators who are talking about this just having this experience this month and it just kind of happens? It might be because of things going on in the world. It could be because of all kinds of things, but it's weird to get a lot of views on a topic and then have your video just essentially stop getting views, which is sort of what's happening. I've had a mixed version of people just recently not clicking on a video at all, like no clicks, no views. I mean, I'm being dramatic, but like 3 or 4 views, which is really low for me. I expect it on certain videos, but on other videos, I do not expect it. And so it's really weird, especially when it's within niche video topics that have performed well in the past. I'm not asking for everybody to show up and watch my videos, but my expectation is like, oh, they enjoyed this. I'd expect at least, I don't know, 25, 50 people to enjoy this as well, not like 3, which is just a significant difference in drop. And so there's been both that, and there's also been lots of people click right away, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 30 on the first day or something, and most of them like it, and the watch time is looking great, people are enjoying it, and then it just stops. YouTube's not interested in taking it any further, and it's going. In the meantime, I have older videos which performed well, which are now kind of coming back up into the algorithm and starting to get views. So all this to say, YouTube is a strange and weird place, and I'm wondering if anybody else, whether you are a creator or whether you are someone who just enjoys watching a lot of content on YouTube, are you noticing that your algorithm feels weird and feels off? Does it feel like sort of like what mysteriously happened to TikTok's algorithm, as I understand it, which is like, it's not the same as it used to be. There's something secretly weird and off about it. And like if you click on a video, now you're going to get 100 recommendations about whatever you just clicked on, because the algorithm seems to be simple-minded now. It's not capable of critical thinking like it used to be, where you would get some recommendations for what you just clicked on, but also recommendations for what you usually watch. Whereas now it feels like I'm getting like no recommendations at all. Like there's channels that I just haven't watched for a month or two, and I'm like, oh, they've been uploading, I just haven't seen it. And there's other videos which I might stumble upon from somebody else reviewing it or something, and I'll be like, that seems like an awesome video. Why was I not recommended that? It's right up my feed's alley. It should be in my feed. It's on topics that I'm watching and making videos about. It's weird that it didn't show up in my feed or in my search or whatever. And so YouTube feels like a weird place right now. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know if it's the same as the TikTok problem. Maybe YouTube sold out. We got the algorithm being cooked up in a kitchen by somebody weird at this point. I don't know. I just wanted to share about it because other people were sharing about it. It's been on my mind. I've been thinking about it. It can be a bit difficult for us creators when you want to put something out and when you're very small and you just want to know that people are interested. I'm doing my best effort to make content that's interesting to the people who follow me, and I want them to have enjoyable content to digest regularly if they want to. Again, if they don't want to, that's totally fine. I do this as a hobby and for fun. I put a lot of effort into it, but it's a hobby. It's for fun, and I understand that. And so if they don't want to, that's one thing. But if YouTube is like not showing you my videos, or is showing you the wrong videos or something like that, or not showing you something correctly, or not working for you in general, then that's a sort of a different topic, and I'm curious about that. So let me know your feedback. Let me know what your experience is with YouTube right now. How are people enjoying the YouTube algorithm? How are people enjoying everything else going on? And yeah. This has been Credence Questions. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching. If you did get recommended this video, I would appreciate it if you leave a like and consider sticking around and checking out some of the other content on the channel, and letting me know what other kind of content you'd like to see on the channel. I have a forum in the description where you can reach out and give me specific recommendations, or even have the opportunity to talk with me. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, then please consider sticking around. Again, this has been Credence Questions, and I thank you so much for watching.